Resident Evil Revelations has one more revelation for us, and that is, how is raid mode? It's a cooperative mode where we fight enemies of varying difficulty. I tried it out a little bit with Jill, but there are other characters to try, so we're gonna just see how this is. The story of the game was, you know, the story, but what about if we just remove the story altogether? Just distill this down to the pure experience. How does this go? I'm going to say solo play. Play alone. As always. So let's see. I did one with Jill. Let's do a different character. So that's Jill, it's Chris, Parker, Keith, and let's start off with Rachel. She has Shotgun Mastery, Magnum Mastery, Regeneration. I mean, we never really saw the human Rachel in the game, so we're going to try her out. Stage. We got one, so yeah, they're called Crew Quarters Area 1, Beach, Crew Quarters Area 2, Snowy Mountain 1, Guest Cabin, Promenade Deck, Terra Grigia 1, Crew Quarters Area 3, Bilge Block, Snowy Mountain 2, Semiramis, that's how I think they said it, Observation Deck, Side Deck, Flood, Zenobia, Airstrip, Laboratory, Emergency Passageway, Terra Grigia 2, Mad Bank, is that the official name of the last boss area? The Ghost Ship, and then there's Trench, but we don't have any Trench open. Let's give Chasm a go. Weapons? Okay, she has this handgun, and that's it! Can I... Okay, we do have accessories. Long magazine, and bind. Store. I can use my BP to buy additional weapons, I guess. Like, I got BP from completing the game, and now you have, like, I can buy, like, fertilizer. Fertilizer 1. Attach that to my gun. I'm trying to imagine what even would that attachment be? It makes enemies create herbs. Well, maybe we'll take a look at that, but let's just see what Rachel is like. Let's just give this a go. Don't fight those 10 levels higher than you. I won't. Alright, here she is.
Rachel, on the scene!
She sounds so happy about it. I mean, things did not go well for her in the game, as we know. We never actually heard her talk. Well, we heard her, like, groan because she was a monster and such. And, like, giggle. Aside from that, no. So as we shoot enemies, as you can see, there are numbers popping out, showing the damage. Which is useful. You can see just how much more damage the headshots do. I got old key. And it seems like I automatically get the items instead of having to pick them up. I just get them. Oh, hold on. But there are items in the environment as well. Oh, look at this big boy. He's enormous. He's a very tall, slow boy. He was carrying illegal gun parts. He had to be taken down. Oh, the small guy! Look at the small guy! He's coming! He's coming! He's small, but he's quick. Hold on, I'm being shot from behind. So we're getting variations of enemies that we had not seen in the main game, even though those variations are just, this one's big, this one's small. Oh, still someone here. And we get a big old BSAA medal. Press F.
That was great!
It was great. All right. We got an A. My level was lower than the recommended level. I defeated all enemies. Genocide bonus. I leveled up. You always love to get the genocide bonus. Got custom parts. I could just sell them from this screen. Very efficient. Right, so as you can see, very arcadey mode, including life bars and numbers popping when you shoot enemies. Let's see. Why don't we give Keith a try? Old Grinder, machine gun, CC mastery. He's got this. Whoop, no, not that. Not that. This. Okay, I guess I still have these. What was this one? 16% drop rate for BP. I could increase the BP I get from them. Well, I mean, I haven't actually been spending it anyway, so I don't think that matters. Why don't we try the beach? The beach was not a large level. It was just like a strip of beach. You shot up some flesh boys. How much are... What? No, down here. How big could this level actually be? Right, it's not a large level. You don't have too much room to maneuver around with the skin boys. Is that a thing there? It is. I guess one revelation we learned in the game is that these skin boys are... Wasn't it that they are Veltro agents that got T-abyssed and they just kind of floated up from the wreckage of the third ship, which is underneath the city? Like, that's what they are, right? I believe that's what the revelation there was. Like, in the ship, we see a dead body, which is, like, partially skin-boyed. It died mid-transformation. I got a weapon case. All right, move on to the next section. He seems a bit faster. More aggressive than the ones before. Oh yeah, that one back there has like a speed icon next to him. Oh, there's one right here. Demonstrating his increased agility. The agility of the flesh blob. Oh, I guess we're done. Huh.
Bravo!
We were lower than the recommended level. Genocide bonus. Can you beat the level without killing everyone? No damage bonus. I earned all bonuses. Like, wouldn't you just get genocide bonus every time because you have to kill everyone? Well, no, I guess not. I got the old key, but then there was still that fish. So I could have moved on to the next level, the next area, without killing that fish. That's true. So I guess you can complete the level without killing everyone. Let's see how, right, crew quarters area 2. See how that is. See, Parker, shotgun mastery, and a hard hitter. He was holding a shotgun, but he has a handgun here. Here's also P90 short range. But if he has shotgun mastery, maybe we should purchase a shotgun for him. Is there a shotgun to be purchased? I like how this one is called Government. This is the government gun. Well, maybe we have not unlocked the government. Additional storage grid. Hey, we all love additional storage. We all love it. Sure, why not increase some capacity? No, not that. Oh, I can't equip it yet. I need a higher level. Level 4 to equip this one. So it's not just me, but it's kind of weird, right? That they had the emotional death scene for Parker, and then later on it turns out that he's just not dead, but it's not like a dramatic scene when you find out he's not dead. There's just like a scene kind of plugged into the middle of things where he's just walking somewhere, and then he runs into Raymond, who also isn't dead. Oh, hello. By the way, there is a light right here, but can I open this? No. Okay, we need the key. We need that key. Oh. No, not going to get that no damage bonus now. I guess the fist icon probably means they have enhanced attack power. This game tried to present everything as being so dramatic, and then seems to just undermine its attempts to do that by having none of the deaths actually stick. Like, Raymond's didn't stick, then Parker's didn't stick, Grinder and Jackass's didn't stick. The one where where the chapter ended, where it appeared that the Queen Zenobia was zapped by the heat laser, turned out it wasn't. No, actually, the way that ended was the laser hit, but the flak made it miss the ship, but then there was like a big wave that hit the ship, and the chapter ended that way, and at the beginning of the next chapter, everyone was just fine. And then the question of who is the head of Veltro. Turned out the leader of Veltro was just some guy. We hadn't heard of him before. He was just some guy. I laugh at these guys, though. I mean, I guess the big dramatic reveal was learning that O'Brien was actually pretending that Veltro had come back. That it was his... But he wasn't the villain. It was just... It was something he thought he had to do to draw out Count Dooku. I can't remember his name. Lansdale? Morgan Lansdale, that was it. Who is obviously the villain of the game from the first time you see him. So it wasn't a twist when it turns out he's the villain of the game. Oh, his tube is exposed. Hold on. You know, little fun fact. What Parker does there, he appears to be doing the lariat, which is sort of a variation of the clothesline, the finishing move of Stan Hansen. But it also might be, actually, it's... I'm a little bit wrong about that. I think what he's specifically doing is the Axe Bomber, which was Hulk Hogan's finisher in Japan. It's like almost the same, but slightly different. I think he is specifically... Like, the way he holds his arm when he does that, I think they are specifically evoking the Axe Bomber. By the way, is there anything in here? No, that's locked. Oh, no, we can. We just got to make sure that we get the genocide bonus. Well, no enemies here, but there are some items. Also, I do not appear to have Genesis in this mode. So no scanning. I mean, it's not like they're really hiding items in this mode. Anyway, Kaboom. Here's where Rachel died. Here's her blood. Oh. A large lad. A lot of the T-Abyss enemies kind of look similar, don't they? They kind of blend together. I feel like they're not very distinct. They're kind of gray and slimy. Some of them have spikes. Others don't. A lot of them have tubes. We got that key. Oh, little bursty boy. He's gonna burst. He did. Oh, who's doing that? Oh, I thought that was like a projectile. No, it's just like a puffer fish, just bouncing around out of the water. He's hopping. Well, he's trying to hop. I guess this is a bonus room. Can't go out the other side, so... I'm glad that the little versions of them just have their animations sped up. Like the same animations, just faster. I guess his defense is higher because he has a shield icon. I would like to be able to stun him so we could give him the old clothesline, but it does not seem like that's happening. Alright, we got the coin. Is there anything else here we should look at before smashing it? Nah, maybe not. What? Oh, okay, I guess that doesn't work. We have to do this.
Very good job.
Alright. Only a B. Ooh, new outfit. We've not been getting many of these. Alright, well first, let's see. The next stage would be Stage 4, Snowy Mountain. Alright, what's this new costume? I mean, yeah, he's wearing a short sleeve shirt. He's got a nice little cap. I feel like they could be going a little bit more bold for the alternate characters. So it seems like it's playing it a bit safe. The alternate costumes, I mean. By the way he's holding that shotgun, that's like real phallic, right? Like I'm not making that up. That's like that's some real dick imagery right there. Okay, Chris. Shotgun mastery and rifle mastery. Got his handgun. Oh, can we actually equip any of these? That's level 2. No. But this, yes. That's got all 6 slots.
Okay, it's time to do this.
And here they come. Let's see. Which way should we go? All right, both routes meet each other, but I guess we should probably go up here to see if there's anything we missed. No, does not appear to be so. Can I go up there? No, I can't. No damage bonus for me. Oh, what's this fish doing here? It's out of his element. And he's not taking any damage. Alright, the handgun is damaging. Why is the fish so tough? Alright, I got a weapon case. I guess that's why the fish is so tough. You gotta make you earn the reward of getting the weapon case. I need the old key. One of these wolves have it.
That went well.
It was all right. Up to level 4 we go. No new costume. I guess maybe that's just a reward every so often when we go up a level. Maybe. And is there any way that we can control which costumes we get? Because there's quite a few. Because that's really the main reward I would want to be able to get. We've only gotten the one so far. But give me one moment. I have to step away for a second. Alright, let's do some more raid mode. Just had to step away for a minute. Let's see. The next stage we have is Stage 5, Guest Cabin. All right, let's go with Jill, who has handgun and machine gun mastery. And she does have a handgun and a machine gun here. This one's slightly more powerful. So is this one slight? Well, this one already has like stuff equipped. We'll just stick with this for now. We'll just stick with that.
I'm ready.
No need for screwdriver puzzles now. No? Guess that's not a door anymore. Hold on. Well, I got him anyway. Not gonna get the no damage bonus, but we needed to do a kick. So it looks like I kicked both of them at the same time. The stun state doesn't seem to come up all that often, really. At least as I was playing through the game. It happens now and again, but not as often as you might think. Was never sure if there was like a better way to try to induce it, but I guess it just has a lot to do with if you equip attachments to the gun, which help induce that. Well, ammo is a problem. Oh, still up. Lost all my... No, I still have to... That's right. I do have this. Kind of forgot about that. Well, I got illegal parts. I probably would have preferred some ammo, though. Well, here's some ammo right here. He had his tube out. I was wondering if I could melee from that. No. He was not in melee position. Press F to stand up. Ammo is a problem now. Yeah, that's everything. Is there any... Do you have any options? Anything you can do when all the ammo's gone? Okay, yeah, we can just do that. I haven't really used the knife all that much. It is... I kind of forget that it's there. So we still do have that. Don't actually know how good the knife combat is, since it came up so little during the main game. But I guess we're gonna find out now. Now Jill is vicious with that knife. Little stabby monster here. No ammo lying around. Oh, no, hold on. Over there. Over there. All right. Safes are usable. Here's some ominous squelching coming from the bathroom. Oh yeah, here he is. These little fish hoarding their weapons cases. Okay, there we go.
managed to get through that.
We did it. Man, just realizing now after that, that ammo really was rarely ever a problem throughout this game. Like, I know it's a much more action-based game, but it's kind of funny about how plentiful ammo has been throughout the whole game. Whereas, ooh, here's a shotgun, finally. This was the first time I actually ran out of ammo, like, entirely. I wasn't, like, trying to be especially conservative of ammo throughout the game, also. It just never ran out. Alright, the next stage. Promenade deck. Oh, this was the first boss fight with the comms officer. Well, let's use Parker's new costume. Also, Parker does have shotgun mastery. So let's get the shotgun in here. Let's give it a long magazine. Lowers the degree of how much aggression an enemy will feel towards you when you attack it by negative 40%. That's quite an attachment for a gun to have. And the metal detector. All right,
let's do this.
Let us do this thing. Well, lost that no damage bonus already. But this is a level 8 boy. Which is higher than we've seen, I think. I think 5 was the highest we've seen so far. Ah, yes, the bridge. Remember the revelations we learned on this bridge? When we met Parker? No, not Parker. I mean Raymond. And he was, like, all scowly and being cryptic. And we were like, what are you doing here? And he's just, like, not telling us. And then he said, hey, go find my partner Rachel. I don't know where she is. And we said yes. And then we found Rachel, and she was a monster. And then we never actually mentioned this. Oh, I can't, like, use the knife on the downed enemy? Wow. That took quite a bit. Wow. Actually, this is something that didn't actually happen in the main game. Oh, okay. I can use it when they're down. Like, I have to look down to specifically do that. They're playing the main game. We never really sent enemies flipping end over end like that. Oh, there was a second one here. Oh, his tube was out. I missed that his tube was out. Gotta be paying more attention for them tubes. All right, here's the promenade. Is the boss going to be here? This boss fight, well, in the game was a little annoying. Not the boss itself, but just the constant additions that kept coming in. Let's suppose there's any grenades lying around. Well, we check out upstairs, see if there's anything for us. All right, here's where the comms officer was. Is he in here? No, this door is not a door now. Oh, that guy's got a crown by his health bar. What does that mean? Better take him seriously. The thing where you have to mash F to get up. Oh no, tube! We're getting tubed! The thing we have to mash F to get up is just still a strange thing to me. A strange inclusion. Oh. I got shotgun shells because of that. So this section is, you know, quite a bit like the boss fight in the main game, where the place is lousy with dudes. Dudes coming out of the walls. You hate to see that. Well, we're hearing a different sound now. Yeah, he's here. He's here. I don't have much ammo to deal with him. Or any of these guys, honestly. He needs hug. I know he needs hug. He needed hug. I tried to give him hug. I tried to give him hug. No grade. I got a few points. I get items, but no bonus. Alright, ammo is a bigger problem here. Probably might want to use the knife for the earlier part of the level, because we really need a lot more ammo for the big guy. Sure, let's increase our capacities. Not that I was finding much in the way of grenades in that level.
Rachel, on the scene!
She's so chipper about it. Oh, that was good placement. You know, I know that now that the story is over, really no point in questioning the lore and all that. But something I am wondering is that the air tank on her back does say FBC. Wasn't she and Raymond, weren't they BSAA agents? Am I wrong about that? Not that I would question the airtight lore of Resident Evil Revelations. And I think something I might have already asked when playing the single player was that if Raymond was in on Columbo's plan, was Rachel also in on the plan since she was his partner? And since Raymond was a double agent, was she also? A lot of unanswered questions when it comes to the complex character of Rachel. The only thing we know is that she's on the scene. And that she did not even want to be here today. We learned that from her journal. Whoops. There you are. All right. There we go. Hack that knee. Tear that knee to pieces. Oh. I thought the kid be meleeed there. Prompt did not come up though. Well, the boss is active. He's right here, actually. Whoop. Oh, kick. Stepped in it. Is there anything else we didn't pick up around here? There is this. Oh, they get over here so fast. I know he needs hug. I don't know if there is any other ammo pickup that I've missed. Don't remember there being any others. It would be nice if I was wrong about that. Already got everything. I didn't actually look in this room. Well, there's bonus BP. But no ammo. Oh, he's here.
Listen to me.
Oh, he's down. All right. I think there was maybe only one other guy up here. We gotta get the genocide bonus after all. All right. How much level is left? Okay, there are dudes. There are still dudes. We have not evaded all dudes as of yet. I got a weapon case. Let's see. There can't be that many dudes after the boss, right? I mean, that yellow dot is still a distance away on this map. But you wouldn't think that they would put too many dude problems in your way. After all that. Okay, well, I mean, maybe not. There's this. There's this right here. Don't suppose there's any ammo out here? Doesn't seem like it. Can he shoot through that? What if we just started slashing? Okay, no, he can deal with my slashes. But his health is going down. Okay, he was carrying illegal gun parts. I am out of healing items. And all ammo. Oh, but here it is. We found it. Anything else around? It wasn't, Rachel. I mean, I'm glad that we did it, but yeah, it suddenly got a lot rougher. I only got a C. But my level was lower than the recommended level, and I did get the genocide bonus. I guess like levels like this will get easier as you go up in level and get higher level weapons. Oh, hey, look who we have. Look who we got. It says new outfit, but we didn't actually have Jackass unlocked. So maybe when it says new costume, maybe now we actually do have him. Let's see. There he is. He's got shotgun mastery, grenade mastery, and CC mastery. The next level Terra Grigia 1. Oh, this one is going to have a ton of hunters in it. Let's see. So, like, the firepower on this one is higher. I probably should... remove the... remove those. Replace that. Oh, there's actually this one here. Wow. Firepower on that one is considerably higher. I guess we should... Okay, never mind. I guess we should use that one. Let's take stuff off of this. Anything we would want to buy in the store. So when it says fully replenish, it says owned 0. Is that something like an item you use or like an equip? I don't know. Sure, let's buy 1. All right. We finally get to play as everyone's favorite character.
Where are we?
And so this handgun has a scope. All right, here they come. Whoop, here come the frog boys. Huh? Oh. Okay, his melee attack is he just sets a bomb. Nyeh. Nyeh. The combination of shotgun to knock them down and then knife them on the ground seems pretty powerful. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. Oh, I thought I could kill him with the knife before he would do it. Jackass got decapitated. I mean, Jackass to probably... I think he deserves a more of a chance than that, though. I was talking about how previously they had a dramatic death for Parker and then like a weirdly undramatic scene where it turns out he's alive. And it was like similar thing for Grinder and Jackass. You have the scene where, oh, are they going to make it out from the Veltro base before bombs drop on it? Oh no, the screen went white. Are they dead? And then we don't see them again for the rest of the game until like the credits, and it turns out no, they're not dead. No, they're just not. Don't worry about it. They're not. They're fine. I don't think he has a charged melee. No, actually, if I hold it down, he does spend a little bit longer charging the bomb. So I guess that makes the bomb more powerful, maybe? So you can reliably stun them when they jump at you and you shoot them out of the air and they flip. They will get stunned and then you can melee them. So I was wondering, like, with other enemies, was there a more reliable way of actually making that happen? Because it wasn't really catching on to if there was a way to do it. But with the hunters, it's pretty clear how you do it. He's not going to get Jackass a second time. You think, like, you know, it might be a little bit insulting for your work code name to be Jackass. Like, everyone else gets something that's not bad. There was Grinder, of course. Columbo was Forkball. I think Jill might have called herself Vermilion. Like, everyone else gets something that's okay. Also, I do like the scene where O'Brien contacts Chris and Jessica on the radio, and O'Brien calls himself Forkball, and then Chris says, "This is Chris." Chris does not have a code name. They tried to give him a code name, and he didn't really understand. It's like, okay, you're, like, big and muscular. Maybe your code name could be, like, Mountain or something. And then they tried calling him Mountain, but he didn't respond to it. And then when he realized that they were talking to him, he said, No, it's my name's Chris? And eventually, they just had to give up. Yeah, that was not the decapitation, fortunately. fine. That's just what we need. You know, it's just a shame that with all the boat action in this game, Grinder and Jackass never actually got to experience a boat themselves. 3 boats, and they didn't get on any of them. Rather, they were relegated to the mountains. You know, the mountains somewhere in Europe? Veltro had a base there. What if they found a boat in the mountains? The secret mountain boat. No one expected... I mean, where do you expect to find a boat? Not there. I'll tell you that much. Check the cubes for ammunition, just like at work. You never know what kind of treats you might find when you look in other people's cubes. And the rule is that if someone has something in their cubicle, it's like fair game for anyone to take. Everyone knows this. Like, if you didn't want people to take your stuff, why do you leave them in your cube? Oh. Oh, I'm not going to get the genocide bonus. There was a hunter over there. I didn't see one. Tiny hunter! He's tiny! Oh man, if they made this for real, obviously that's the marketable one. You make the tiny hunters and you sell them as pets. They would have to be regulated, you know. You'd have to know what you're doing. It's not like a golden retriever or anything. Yeah, you really have to. You have to know what you're doing. But it's like just this tiny little angry frog with claws. Oh, yeah. He couldn't take any more. So this seems like a longer level than some of the others we've been doing. I think it's more manageable than the boss fight with the comms officer. You just have to have proper placement. Proper spacing with the hunters. Well, what did that tip just say? It just went away real fast. Something does well against hunters. I don't know what that said. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Well, maybe Jackass just isn't going to finish a level. Let's see how his partner does. Well, his partner has machine gun mastery. Maybe I want to go back to, Oh, actually, I didn't notice these different costumes have different masteries. It's not just cosmetic. If I'm going to use a shotgun so much, maybe I should just, you know, go with the shotgun master. There's an enemy called a Scarmiglione? What is that? Am I supposed to know what that enemy is? Like, I know what the hunters are, because those are established, but everyone else is just kind of like a gray goo man. Yeah. I never quite got the hang of the dodge in this game. Like, it's just press up. And you're frequently pressing up, of course, as you're playing the game, but I feel like whatever timing is needed on that just never really got it down. Oh, who got me? So I wonder, do you just keep playing raid mode and, like, you keep getting rewards, like unlockable characters and such? Because, like, there's a bunch of characters on that list that we have not unlocked, and I assume you just keep leveling up in this to eventually get them. All right, the big ones here. I like how he hits both of them, even though one's on the ground. Is there anything any of the... I think there was only like a bonus points thing in one of these. Yeah, there it is. I don't think there was anything in any of the others. I'm glad that that works even when they get out of the stun. Like, they're still susceptible to it. Well, when I went through this one last time, there was a hunter right on the other... Yeah, there we go. Want to make sure we get everyone. Can't get any more machine gun ammo. I mean, I guess I should probably use the machine gun, but the shotgun works so well against them. Maybe I could use the machine gun for longer distances. There's an herb over there. Let's see if we can get it before getting slashed. All right. Well, guess I did leave myself open there. I guess I'm gonna have to use my machine gun ammo now. Oh, King Hunter. King Hunter is here. Wow. I didn't realize that his clothesline was that powerful. Ah. Yeah. Saw that coming. Only a few blips. Only a few blips. Custom parts. Man, it said something there in the tooltip. It said something about the enemy with a crown, and I didn't see what it said. Let's see. Guns. There's easy grip. There's speed shot. I mean, the weapons we have seem okay. I'm still not really sure what these mean when it says fully replenished. Does that mean, like, when we start the level, do we have fully loaded guns? If that's the case, that does seem very useful, especially with the grenades. If you can start with fully loaded grenades. Let's see. Well, Chris also has some shotgun mastery. Maybe we'll give him a try for this.
Okay, it's time to do this.
Chris, on the scene. So, last time, I was talking about how there were elements of the Resident Evil Revelations story that, you know, I wasn't quite getting. Man, I guess maybe this is probably a good time to try to talk through that, while also trying to focus on the hunters. Oh, I'm getting I was about to say manhandled. I'm getting hunter handled here. So, again, when it comes to the story of Revelations, I feel like there's not much to it, but it's presented in such a convoluted way that's focused mostly on making you excited for cliffhangers that it's kind of a little hard to follow what's actually happening. So, okay, let's go through it. Some years back, this is shortly after RE4, I think. There was the futuristic solar-powered city Terra Grigia. And then there were terrorists, Veltro, who did not like Terra Grigia. They wanted to destroy it for reasons that remain unclear. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just generic terrorists don't like progress. We got to go back to the old ways, something like that. I don't think they ever really got into it. But the important thing is that we have Veltro, the terrorist organization that really does not like Terra Grigia. How dare they create a city based on solar power? I guess? I guess the idea was that... The idea that humanity should be able to have infinite power by being able to harness solar power like that is not the direction we should be going in. Humanity's excesses need to be curbed. But if humanity now has infinite power, there's no reason to curb them. I guess that's the idea. They decide they want to destroy Terra Grigia, and they do this by attacking it with an army of hunters. Where did the hunters come from? They came from 3 cruise ships that were Veltro's secret deployment bases. Those ships being the Queen Zenobia, the Queen, and the Queen Dido. But no one knew that at the time, I don't think. I think this was secret. And how did they get the virus in order to, well, create bioweapons? Where did this all come from? We find out that it came from the leader of the... Man, I forget the acronym already. Count Dooku, Morgan Lansdale, who's head of an organization who... Oh, I can get that herb? I can jump over that. Who's the head of an organization which is all about fighting these kinds of things. And Lansdale's plan is that if this big attack happens on Terra Grigia, then that means his organization will get more funding and more power, because obviously they need that power to make sure that attacks like these never happen again. Yeah, the shotgun works a lot better in that case. Gonna need to get an herb. So, Lansdale collaborates with the leader of Veltro to do the attack on Terra Grigia. Alright. For the purpose of gaining money and power. Okay, I understand that much. I don't understand... I mean, they really never get into why Veltro cares so much about Terra Grigia. But okay, fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. O'Brien somehow cottons on to the idea. Oh no, we know how O'Brien figures out that Lansdale has something to do with this attack. It's because during the attack was happening, Raymond walked into Lansdale having a phone call with the leader of Veltro, and so that's why Raymond became suspicious. And I guess he told this to O'Brien. And so O'Brien, ever since then, has been looking for a way to incriminate Lansdale in the destruction of Terra Grigia. The destruction of Terra Grigia, of course, happening because the satellite, which gave Terra Grigia its solar power, turns out can also be used to shoot a massive heat beam at a target on the Earth. Which I feel like, you know, that's kind of a problem. To say that we made this incredible energy source, actually you can also focus it to shoot a destructive beam anywhere on the planet. That seems important. But I guess no one really cares about that. It's just taken as a given that it was necessary to do that to Terra Grigia, and I guess Lansdale continues to have control over the massive heat beam cannon for years after Terra Grigia. Because you can trust him with it, you know? Morgan Lansdale is a man to be trusted. We have to give him everything and anything he wants to ensure our safety. So, okay. O'Brien wants to find a way to incriminate Lansdale. How does he do this? Well, I guess he discovers the location of the Queen Zenobia and wants to investigate it, but can't do that openly because he believes that one of the people in the BSAA is a mole. It turns out to be Jessica. And Raymond. I mean, okay, we'll talk about that later. But, O'Brien figures that since there is probably a mole, that Lansdale will find out if O'Brien is trying to investigate him. So we have to do this all secret-like. So, how do you do that? How do you investigate the Queen Zenobia while pretending that that's not what you're doing? You got to come up with some kind of clever plan to figure out how do you make that happen? Okay, so O'Brien's plan is he's going to pretend that Veltro has returned. And that they have figured out that the Queen Zenobia is where Veltro is working out of. This will concern Lansdale, of course. However, he won't necessarily know that O'Brien is on to him. And of course, it is correct that Queen Zenobia was one of the ships that Veltro was working out of, so that part's not wrong. That part's true. So, Raymond goes to the Queen Zenobia and wears a gas mask and pretends to be a Veltro person. Jill and Parker are sent to the Queen Zenobia to investigate it. Raymond then incapacitates the two of them with gas. Saying that he's going to show them the answers. Oh, right. Raymond or someone else makes a very loving recreation of Chris as a mannequin. Very accurate down to the musculature. We never find out who made that, unfortunately. We can only assume Raymond did. Jill and Parker wake up on the Queen Zenobia being attacked by biomonsters. and they have to explore the ship, find weapons, and fight for their lives. And I guess this is the main point of contention I have with the plot of Resident Evil Revelations, is that I guess this was part of O'Brien's plan, that he had to put his people in a situation where they were very likely to die because it was the only way. It was the only way. Jill and Parker then continue to investigate the Queen Zenobia, looking for something. What O'Brien would like is to be able to find the evidence that incriminates Lansdale. That's doing basically nothing to him. I got that key. And as Jill and Parker examine the ship, they meet Raymond, who is acting very cryptic about the whole thing. Because I guess I was about to say, I guess Raymond doesn't know who the mole is. This is not true. He knows it's Jessica. He tells Parker this. How does he find that out? Because he's working with her? We find that out in the end. Remember that? That little stinger at the end where it turns out that Raymond was working with Jessica. He gives her the T-Abyss. Whoop. Oh, hey, it's that guy. He's hopping. He's hopping. We got weapon case. Would like it if there was some health. There is not. There is ammo. But no additional herbs around. So Jill and Parker, I guess, find information that implies... They find journal entries and such, implying that there was someone working with Veltro. Someone collaborating. on the attack on the Queen Zenobia. I mean, on not on the Queen, on Terra Grigia. You get some messages referring to him. Who is he? Who was the collaborator? It's anyone's guess. Oh, good. It seems like this is the only hunter here. Well, if it's only one. Oh, hey, there's the coin. Who are you talking to, Chris? Who is Chris talking to? Only a C. That's fine. It's fine. Still not enough to get to level 6? Of course, you can count on Chris to get the job done. That's his whole character, after all. He is serious action man. He doesn't really have a character aside from that. Next level. Oh, Casino! Crew Quarters Area 3. Recommended level 7. I am not level 7. Well, let's try, let's go back to Jill. That's fully charged herb. Sounds like it would be good. Ahem. Don't fight those 10 levels higher than you.
I'm ready.
Oh, Rachel. I should have chosen Rachel. Could have a Rachel versus Rachel fight. So while Jill and Parker are searching the Queen Zenobia, O'Brien says he doesn't know where they are. I guess that's not true. I guess he was just pretending because he couldn't like let his hands slip that he knows what's going on. And so, what is it? Chris and Jessica get on a helicopter and go looking for them, and then Grinder and Jackass go to the Veltro mountain base and find coordinates to a ship, and then those coordinates are given to Chris and Jessica, and they go there. It turns out it is not the Queen Zenobia. It is a second boat, an identical boat, but not the same boat. And that doesn't seem to matter because we spend like not even half a chapter, like a third of a chapter on the Semiramis. And then we're done, and then they leave. And the second boat doesn't come up again until you get to the scene where Lansdale uses the heat beam to destroy it, and you think that maybe he destroyed the Zenobia, but no, it was the Semiramis. It was just like a little fake out, I think, and that's the only time that comes up again. And then Chris and Jessica get on a helicopter and spend like a good portion of the game just flying around in a helicopter until they get the real coordinates for the Zenobia. And then they go there. Oh, both handgun ammo. All right, let's use the handgun. Oh, well, that did not turn out very well. So Chris and Jessica get to the Queen Zenobia. Raymond then shows up in his gas mask and talks cryptically. And before he actually says what's going on, Jessica shoots him. Now, you would think that Jessica shot him because Jessica's the mole, and she wanted to shut him up before he could reveal anything. But Raymond is also a mole, and the two of them are working together, as we find out in the end. But, I mean, Jessica doesn't really shoot him because Raymond was wearing a bulletproof vest, and maybe she knew that. So they were putting on an act to give a reason for why Raymond couldn't tell the characters what was going on. I guess? But then when Parker goes over to Raymond, Raymond whispers, and he thinks he's dying, Raymond whispers something to him. We don't know what it is at first, but a little later we find out that Raymond told Parker that Jessica was the mole. So Parker aims his gun at her on the bridge. And again, I'm just trying to think about how this would make sense if we know that Raymond is working with her. Raymond shows up on the bridge, reveals he's alive, and then Jessica is going to shoot him again, but Parker gets in the way. Jessica shoots Parker. And then Jessica leaves. I think Jessica exits the game at that point. I don't think she shows up again after that. And let's pick a character. All right. Let's see if we can get some Rachel versus Rachel stuff happening here. All right, so
Rachel on the scene.
She sure is. They're gonna pop out? There they are. I love it when a story makes less sense when you look at it after the end, after it's over, because now I'm thinking, now I'm thinking about, how does it all tie together? And now that I know about the stinger where Raymond was a double agent as well, working with Jessica. Like, I'm thinking about, how does that tie into anything? How does it tie into anything? Like a single thing that happens. How does that work? So is there anything around here? Okay, I guess the big event on the Queen Zenobia is that Chris and Jill get to the bottom deck, and they find the lab with the T-Abyss virus. That's not really evidence of anything, though, because we already knew that Veltro had the T-Abyss virus. Finding out that they have it on their boat really is not incriminating anyone of anything. But then, Lansdale, who doesn't want to be incriminated, shows up on a TV screen and says, well, well, if it isn't the two who took down Umbrella. And why does he do that? If he doesn't want anyone to know about his involvement, why does he appear on a screen and say, hello, Chris and Jessica? He even has, like, the FBC logo in the back. Like, it's the same set that he would have if he's doing some sort of televised announcement. It is I, Morgan Lansdale, head of the FBC. You have found my secret lab. Why does he do that? He doesn't need to reveal himself. Like, that's the whole premise of the game, is trying to find a way to connect him to this after he's covered his tracks so well. Oh, hello. I guess I'm not tapping F fast enough. So then, after the whole scene there on the Zenobia, you have the big climactic fight against the big monster, which I've been informed is indeed a whale, which is cool to have a mutated whale. It was kind of a weird boss fight, but I approve of the monster whale. So, okay, now, here's another of my... another aspect that I kind of have a problem with when it comes to this plot. After they're done on the Zenobia, O'Brien just tells them that there is a third boat, the Queen Dido, which is sunk under the wreckage of Terra Grigia. I'm trying to remember, did he just always know that, or did he just, like, recently get that information? Because then this leads into the final chapter, where Chris and Jill go to the Queen Dido. And it turns out this is actually the only important boat, because the point of what they're doing is they're trying to find evidence to incriminate Lansdale. It turns out that evidence is on the Queen Dido, as the leader of Veltro has a PDA with video recordings of his meetings with Lansdale, which he took as insurance in case they were betrayed, which they were. That ends up being the only boat that actually matters, because that's where the evidence was. In the end, there wasn't much of a reason to actually go to the Queen Zenobia or the Queen Samaramis. That third boat, that was the money boat. I guess they did need to destroy the virus, so I guess there was a reason that they had to do the Zenobia. They did have to destroy the virus. But they didn't have to do that with, like, 4 people. They could have just incriminated Lansdale and then have a bigger team go to the Zenobia to clean it up. Anything else around here we should get? Ah. So they find the leader of Veltro, who is drugged out of his mind because he's been injecting himself with T-Abyss to keep himself alive. I guess you can do that and not turn into a monster if it's just like a little bit. Just a little bit. But then when Chris and Jill arrives, he gives himself the whole shebang and monsters out. So we have a big last boss fight. Even though the thing he wants is the same thing Chris and Jill want, they want to take the video on the PDA and show it to the world. And they do. And then Lansdale's arrested in a very stupid scene where they're first arresting O'Brien and, like, everyone at the BSAA. And then somehow Chris and Jill transmit the video from the Queen Dido at the bottom of the ocean from the PDA. Somehow they stream it to the screens in the BSAA. And then O'Brien says, actually, I think you're the one under arrest. I hereby declare you no longer in charge. And then Lansdale's men arrest Like, I mean, even if that's the case, O'Brien, like, doesn't have the authority to do that. It had a real Fateful Findings ending feel to it. Like, O'Brien can just say, I'm firing you from your job. I'm not your boss. I'm not like... Oh, or is she come? Here she... No, that's not her. Not her yet. She's gonna be around. She's not here yet. Like, O'Brien's not his boss, and he's not like the president or anything. But he just decides that he can fire him. And Lansdale says, you will regret this. You know I'm right, even if I had to do what I had to do. And O'Brien's like, yeah, maybe. And then O'Brien resigns, because he has to, right? O'Brien would have to quit his job because, hey, if you're working for O'Brien, it's not like you could ever trust him again. Like, maybe you could say, hey, I understand you wanted to get Lansdale, but I really don't like that, you, like, had me gassed and put in a monster-filled cruise ship without telling me anything. I'm not a fan of that. And then after all this, we get the completely unnecessary stinger, where we see Jessica. She's doing okay. And then, dun dun dun, Raymond is also a double agent and gives her the remaining vial of T-Abyss. Was there an intention to follow up on this at some point in some game? I don't know, but I'm informed that there wasn't. So, no. That doesn't lead anywhere. And like I said, it makes the story worse if Raymond is also a double agent, because now, like, nothing he does makes sense. Oh, is she there? She there. Time for some Rachel versus Rachel. She's doing it, yeah. She has to wiggle a little bit. To fit through there. Funny if you could, like, hear her, like, thumping and bumping through that. Oh, no, there she is. She coming. Yep, that health bar is not going down much, is it? Can she not come through the door? Can she not do it? Jeez, Rachel. Nemesis could do it. Okay. Got to position yourself just so you can get the head. we got her illegal custom parts. She's still... Oh, no, she vanished. She vanished. All right, the objective was to kill Rachel. We did it with Rachel. Oh, yeah, here's her... And here it is. She do it.
That was great!
It was great. She's real happy about killing her monster self. Rachel has a can-do attitude. Like, you tell some people you're gonna have to kill your monster version, and like they might balk at it. Not Rachel. Not Rachel. She'll do the job. Next stage is bilge block. Man, we're not. I'd like it if we were unlocking more characters. It seems like the game is very stingy about giving us these characters. Let's see. This machine gun. It's more powerful than what we have here. Oh, that's even more powerful. Oh, I cannot equip that. Too high. Okay, still no. Still no. My level is still trash. Shotgun. That's level 6. I mean, I'm level 6, right? I can equip that. I mean, I guess the medical kit one, I guess that only does something if you're playing multiplayer. Useless to me. What about the handgun? I don't think we have anything better than the government at the moment. Though the government does have this scope, which I probably would prefer it if it didn't have the scope. Since that makes it, you know, harder to actually evade anyone. Kind of have to change to a different weapon if I want to start if I need to evade enemies.
I'm ready.
All right, we got to restart the power. Should we go down? Is that where this mission is going? No, okay, never mind. No, can't go that way. But yeah, I guess when it comes down to it, most of the story of Resident Evil Revelations is understandable. It's just dumb and presented in a confusing way. And the game seems to feel that what it has to offer you is a lot more compelling than it actually is. Oh, I kicked him off before he could tube me. Now there's a bunch of dudes here. I mean, they just keep coming up out of the floor. And like I said, the story is not helped by it becoming stupider when you look at it in retrospect after knowing what the twists are. It's also kind of weird because, well, something else I also mentioned is that it does seem like they made an effort to make the game as self-contained as possible. Aside from having characters you recognize like Jill and Chris, they also do things like introduce Veltro, an organization that already died before the game even began, despite how important they're supposed to be to the plot. Like, their whole development was off-screen. Introducing Terra Grigia, a city, once again, that's important to the plot, but it was also destroyed before the game even started. Chris and Jill, even though Chris and Jill are recognizable characters, they're working for O'Brien, who, you know, again, is new to this game. And the whole plot of there being this intrigue where you're trying to take down Lansdale, who, of course, is also a brand new character. Jill has had a partnership with Parker that seems to go back a while. Parker is a new character, of course. These fish are giving it to me. Giving me the business. The fish business. It's not a business I want to be in business in. Alright, I think these fish are out of business now. And as I was saying that the game does seem to think its plot and plot twists are much more engaging than they actually are, that does, of course, lead us to the biggest twist of all. There's more than one boat. Can you believe it? It's a plot twist so powerful, they did it twice in the same game. Shocking. Though I will say that that is going to be the thing that sticks with me more than anything else about this game. You know, when I'm done playing Resident Evil Revelations and I forget about most of the convoluted plot details, 3 boats will stick with me. I mean, it's even now, it's already happening. This past week, when I've been in the office, and maybe, you know, I'm a bit grumpy about something, I just thought to myself, 3 boats, and then started giggling. Doesn't even need to be context, it's just 3 boats. I'm just imagining this plot twist happening in different contexts. Like, if in Resident Evil 1, at, like, the halfway point through the game, you discovered that the answers to everything that's happening is actually in a second mansion somewhere else, and you gotta go there now. And I just realized that's not actually too far off the mark, as there was a second mansion in Resident Evil 0. There's just like, here's another mansion that Rebecca went through. Don't worry about that. It's fine. You don't have to think about the second mansion. Let's see. Where was that locked door? Because we have the old key now. Gotta find the old lock. Well, we need to turn off that steam, which I think one of the switches was back here. Oh no, that's still on. Gotta turn that off. What if in one of the new Silent Hill games that are being made, what if the plot twist is that there's actually 2 Silent Hills? I mean, it's kind of Silent Hill Homecoming, because you have Shepherd's Glen, which has a lot of Silent Hill action happening. Let's see. Do I need to remember how this goes? So that's still on down there. I did not see that switch making a difference, so maybe it did turn off the first one. Yeah, because I was thinking, what if there was a Silent Hill where there were 2 Silent Hills, and halfway through the game you realize that to find the answers you have to go to the second Silent Hill, and that's kind of Homecoming. It's already kind of... So I guess the premise of... Okay, yes, this turned off. I guess the premise of what if there's more than one of the place that you're exploring. It's, you know, it's done. It's been done a few times. Ah. There's another one, right? Maybe not. Okay, I can knife him under the water. Oh, we got a king over here. Got a kingfish. We got that key. Well, I mean, we want the genocide bonus now, don't we? We got weapon case. All right, we got the restart key. So, was that I think that was back before this area, where we had like the control panel. No, this is not used here. Maybe it's used on the control panels in that other room with the levers. Well, at least it seems like we've killed everyone that's around. No one else is popping up. Yet. I know, we probably want to go up. Not that. This one. There we go. And there's... Okay, here it is. We did it. Huh?
At least I'm still alive.
At least we are. We did a good genocide. Okay, we have long range level 8. Oh, I mean, I can't use that. I can't use most of the weapons I'm getting. I like that the tip there was, running away can prolong your life. Wise words. Next one is Snowy Mountain 2. Alright, well, why don't we give Jackass another try? He has not completed a level as of yet. Right, that's level 8, which means not for me. Oh, go back there. You know, it occurs to me, there's that one scene with Grinder and Jackass where Grinder asks Jackass if he was able to follow Jessica home this time, and Jackass says no, she was able to give me the slip. I got further this time, though, but then yells at him, hey, you think I'm a stalker, don't you? And it occurs to me, now that we know what we know, that conversation could be about maybe Jackass suspected that Jessica was a spy the whole time. That's why he was trying to follow her. The ending gives new context to Jackass. Truly the unsung hero of Resident Evil Revelations. I mean, he's the one who actually explains a good deal of the plot to us. In that one scene where he realizes that there is no Veltro anymore. It's like just O'Brien pretending there is. I'm trying to think... Did they give an explanation for why there are T-Abyss wolves? Like, what did the virus escape from this crashed plane? Uh-oh, we got invisible hunters. Did the virus escape from the crashed plane or something? I mean, yes, I know the answer is shut up, but I'm just trying to think about if... I'm just trying to think about if they ever said anything about why there were monsters here. Ah. And I suppose there's no point in asking it, but if Veltro's thing was that they didn't like the decadence of Terra Grigia, I assume that their whole thing must have had something to do with some kind of go back to nature deal. But if that was the case, why did they want to put T-Abyss in the oceans? I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all this. I love the tiny hunters. They're so small and yet so angy. Oh, hey, did we do it? Anyone else around? No, hold on. Don't end it yet. Don't end it yet. Just looking at it wiggle across the ground at us. All right. Let's give Jackass his victory. Oh, Jackass. Of course, that would be his victory saying. Of course it would be. We leveled up. We got a level 11 government. Can't use that. Then there's the Semiramis. The unbelievable second boat. No one ever expected it. Okay, let's go with Grinder. Refills all countable items to max. Sure, okay.
Let's have some fun out there.
Yeah, have some fun. We're gonna have a good time. Huh. It's nothing. It's kind of funny to think about how many of the new characters in this game survived. And, I mean, it didn't actually matter because none of them ever came back. It's kind of a, you know, a somewhat common thing in Resident Evil that new side characters are maybe not gonna make it. But in this one, everyone makes it. Except Rachel. Like, they try to make us think that they're dead multiple times. They try to make us think Grinder and Jackass are dead, that Parker is dead, that Raymond is dead. They even try that with Jill. I mean, of course, no one was... Ow. Like, in Jill's case, of course, no one was buying that. I feel like the only character who they really don't try that with in this game is Chris. I mean, Jessica also. Like, there's never a point where it seems like Jessica dies. Just thinking about how there are some aspects of the story here as presented which seem a little bit different from how they might do it in Resident Evil. Like T-Abyss. Okay, a new version of the T-Virus. I feel like in a lot of Resident Evil games they spend a fair amount of time going over the new virus. Where did it come from? How was it made? Like, what's the difference here? Like in Resident Evil 2, they spend a fair amount of time on the G virus. In Code Veronica, they do the same with T Veronica. I feel like in this game, they're kind of vague about it. It's like, okay, yes, there is a new virus. It's T-Abyss. Here it is. How is this any different from the T-Virus? It's a new virus. It knew. Don't worry about it. It's brand new. You've never seen anything like it before. Also, I'm trying to think now if they've mentioned, maybe it was mentioned at some point, but I don't remember it. Why did... Okay, so Lansdale helped out Veltro with T-Abyss, right? What was even the reason for that? When Veltro attacked Terra Grigia, they attacked it with an army of hunters. Did they even use the T-Abyss virus? I mean, I guess the purpose of T-Abyss was to threaten the world with putting it in the oceans. So they never really used it. It was more like something that they could threaten them with, I guess. I don't know why you need a new virus for that. Did we see the locked door? Oh, don't want to miss him. Would never want to miss him. I mean, this is exit, but it's not that. I don't think we can go through that. No. Ah, here it is. I feel like a lot of the plot points in this game, they just feel kind of clumsy in the same way that the quoting of the Divine Comedy is also clumsy. Like, they mention it a lot, but there's no actual reason for it. It doesn't seem like it really has much to do with anything. Oh, tap F. No, I'm still okay, still tapping, still tapping. Where are we going? Not on the elevator. Casino. Uh-oh, someone's trying to get through there. Who we got? Who do we got? Should I just go right up to it, or am I going to get knocked down? No, no. Ah, still more dudes. Hold on. Probably when this room is now dudeless, he will come through the door. Not yet. Oh, okay. No, nothing's happening. What if I try to go through here? Oh. Okay, I can't go through the door, but I was able to get illegal parts. I like that the better gun parts, the way the term they use to describe the more powerful gun parts is illegal. He's still not coming through. Anything I need to do here? Any interaction? Oh no, okay, no, there's... Alright, I guess there's still someone here. Okay, what about now? Okay, now here we go. Here we go. Oh, another one. Just better look around, make sure that there isn't a second one coming. Whoop. Wow, a lot of dudes in this room. This room is lasting a while. Oh. The little dudes that get no mercy. All right, there's a king something over here. I don't really like the range on his kukris. I feel like it's not as long as it should be. Alright, is that the final dude in this room? Because there have been many. Yes. Yes, it is.
I think I need a new line of work.
Level 10, the steady hand. Not that I can use it. right, the next one is observation deck. Why don't we give Rachel another go? Let's see. We are in level 7 right now. This is still the best handgun we can use. For machine gun, this is level 7. Yeah, it's more powerful. This is level 7. Marauder is more powerful, but Sonic Assist hit zone is wider, piercing power is strengthened, one custom part slot is taken away. Let's go with power. Why not? And shotgun. No, the one we have is one we have is better. Brass knuckles ups physical attack damage. That's quite expensive, though.
Rachel, on the scene!
Oh, but okay, we're not done with this room yet. Is the whole level this room? Well, this one's the king. All right. Don't see anyone. Oh. Was he just... Did he just spawn, or was he just there the whole time? You know, just goofing off. No one sees him back there. It's fine. He'll start when he's nice and ready. Oh. All right. Oh, can I melee? No, there's no prompt. I was thinking maybe we could give him a melee. That does not seem to be the case. Oh. He's getting me with those charges. You have to keep my distance. Stay as far away as possible. Went the wrong way. Oh, hey, the dodge worked. No, he got me with that one. He got me with that one. Well, that's probably enough for Resident Evil Revelations raid mode. We get the idea of what it's like. It's a arcade-ish mode. With, I mean, no story, because we already did the story. I think it's actually a better game than the main game. Like, what they were going for works a lot better like this than what they actually did with the campaign. This is, like, actually a better game than the main story mode. Because you cut out all of, like, the story and cutscenes, which were bad, and you just, like, enhance the arcadishness of the gameplay, which was already heavily in that direction. Already. Since this game, like, eschews a lot of the survival horror aspects of Resident Evil and just kind of go straight into action shooting. Why not just go all the way into it anyway? I can also understand how, this would be an appealing mode for a handheld. Say if you have this game on the 3DS, this is a very pick up and play kind of mode where you just do like a short level, fight some monsters, and then, you know, do you want to do more than one level? You don't have to. Just do one, you know, pull it out for like 10 minutes, do one level, and you're done. And then put the 3DS away, and that was that. I think that, you know, when it comes to games that were made specifically for handhelds, you can kind of see a different sort of development philosophy for those games, and I think like this raid mode really does work as a handheld game, which of course we don't really get that now because the dedicated handhelds are no more. You know, the 3DS and Vita are no more. The current handheld is the Switch, but the Switch is a console. So the result is that you have more like console-style games that you can play on a handheld, but they're really made with a console mentality instead of a handheld mentality. Though I guess technically the Steam version of this game is also a handheld game, what with the existence of the Steam Deck. You could just play this on a handheld. That is also true. But yeah. In terms of Resident Evil Revelations, like I said before, I think the context of this is that it is more impressive as a 3DS game than as a console/PC game. I think that the raid mode is also the better version of the game, a more fun version of the game. I had a good time playing the game. I didn't like the story or the means of storytelling that they went with. So, you know, Resident Evil Revelations, in the end, is a mixed bag. It is definitely, though, the best nautical-based survival horror game I've played, as I've been playing a few of those over the past few years. And, you know, I don't know if we'll get a better nautical survival horror game than this. This might just end up being the best one. I mean, we'll see in the end. Well, what is the end? Like when we die, I guess. And you know what? You know, don't think about that. We'll see about that in the foreseeable future, the foreseeable years that we all have together. But yes, Resident Evil Revelations. Overall, I enjoyed it. I can see why this would have made a better impact on the 3DS. I feel like this would have been harder to play on a standard 3DS since you didn't have the second stick. Like, I feel like playing this on one analog stick probably would have been a completely different experience than playing this on a mouse and keyboard as I am doing. I noticed that as I was playing through the game, and most of the chapters I seemed to be getting S ranks on, and I was a bit puzzled at that because usually Resident Evil is not that generous with the S rank This game seemed a lot more generous, and I can only assume it's because the grading was probably tuned for how someone would do when playing on a 3DS with a single stick. I might assume that. But yes. This has been Resident Evil Revelations. We have now... all the revelations have now been exposed to us. We have now learned everything there is to learn about Resident Evil. You don't need to know anything more. All those other games, you don't need them to understand the story. This was the only one you actually needed. And we have now completed it. Well, it's an error of Resident Evil I'm glad is not with us anymore in terms of the presentation and storytelling. But, you know, it's an interesting artifact of the time it was made, I think. But I'm glad that RE went in the direction that it did, starting with 7 and the remakes. Well, that has been Resident Evil Revelations.